United States Air Force, USAF, appears to be employing the F-22 Raptor as a stopgap solution to test new technologies that are being developed under the Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD program. The Pentagon's FY 2023 budget request has revealed some fascinating insights that may explain a sudden surge in the testing of new features on the F-22 Raptor, which the U.S. Air Force plans on replacing with NGAD once it is ready. The primary purpose of the NGAD aircraft will be air dominance, but it will contain the capacity to strike ground targets as well. Much more than a new fighter, NGAD is a wide program aimed at developing a system of systems that will encompass unmanned drones, manned jets, and a new generation of networking technology. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall recently noted, NGAD must be more than merely the next crewed fighter jet. It's a program that will comprise a crewed platform combined with far less expensive autonomous uncrewed combat aircraft, employing a dispersed, tailorable mix of sensors, weaponry, and other mission equipment functioning as a team or formation. That said, it is worth having a look at how the fifth-generation F-22 Raptors are likely involved in the development of NGAD before being replaced by the latter. According to the Advanced Technology Development, ATD, part of the F-22 squadrons in the Pentagon's budget documents, there would be a two-way technology transfer between the F-22 and NGAD. This is extremely unusual considering no other aircraft portion in the budget, including the F-35s, contained any language of this type. This means that not only will the F-22 be used for the trial of NGAD technologies, the Raptors will also adopt technologies developed under the NGAD program, perhaps to speed these capabilities to the front line long before the NGAD platform can deploy them, so that they can be fine-tuned and de-risked. This may help explain some of the alterations that have been detected in recent months on F-22s utilized for test and tactics development. Metallic coatings. One of the significant improvements seen involves at least 3 types of metallic-like coatings that are thought to lower the infrared signature of the aircraft from the frontal and side hemispheres without impairing the aircraft's radio frequency (RF) stealth capability. If true, this would diminish the efficiency of infrared search and track (IRST), which depends on the aircraft's infrared signature alone and are unaffected by the radar-evading design characteristics of stealth aircraft such as F-22, F-100, and 17, and F-35. While modern stealth platforms do have inherent mechanisms to assist decrease their infrared signature, it is still difficult to hide them from more improved IRSTs that are growing throughout the globe and are present on most of the fighter aircraft being flown by peer opponents. These types of coatings have also been seen on F-100 and 17s and a Navy F-35 in recent months. Nonetheless, F-22 looks to be spearheading the operational testing effort of this capability. Some of the coatings of F-22 are extraordinarily detailed, mosaic-like designs. Mysterious pods, IRST, and EW. Earlier this year, an F-22 jet debuted with low observable pods under its wings, which have not been noticed previously. Reports claim that these pods are most probably to add the IRST capability to the Raptors, which the F-22s were initially scheduled to have under the Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program, but the concept was subsequently scrapped for cost reasons. The pods can also be related to electronic warfare (EW) capability. However, the FY23 budget documents have highlighted upgrades involving IRST sensor capabilities and EW to the F-22 to maintain its air superiority and sustain its first look, first fire, and first kill capability. The IRST pods can offer the Raptor a significant capability to detect and track other aircraft at great ranges, especially stealthy ones that are passive and impervious to electronic warfare. That stated, it cannot be said for certain that these very obvious traits on test-related F-22s are tied to NGAD, but they may very well be. Load drag tanks and pylons. Another key capability described in the documents is low drag tanks and pylons, which is pretty fascinating, as it is also tied to the NGAD technologies test and integration setup. The F-22's range has always been its main limitation, which it solves using the non-stealthy 600-gallon fuel tanks carried on the underwing pylons, providing increased ranges in missions where stealth is not a vital necessity. However, if the operation required stealth, the pylons can be evacuated to allow the F-22 to regain virtually stealth capabilities, if not complete. The connecting points and piping would still be partially visible, which can form hotspots in its radar cross-section, RCS. So, the current endeavor is targeted at boosting the range of the F-22 by combining a more efficient tank design and a pylon without distorting its radar cross-section. Too much as compared to a clean F-22 once the tanks and pylons are discarded. The range is important for executing military operations over huge distances of the Pacific against a major opponent, China. There are presumably going to be two types of NGAD, one which may be a manned aircraft with long-range missions for the Indo-Pacific, and the other one more focused on the relatively small ranges between likely battle locations in Europe. This new technology would likely be integrated into the manned NGAD platform, which is intended to battle more independently of refueling assets over very big distances. Transition from F-22s to NGAD. The USAF has begun the cut-down of its F-22 fleet to get rid of it totally by the 2030s once the NGAD is available. The FY23 budget proposal seeks to eliminate 33 F-22, Raptors, which would reduce the total F-22 fleet size from roughly 186 to some 153. These are outdated Block 20 planes that have mainly been reduced to training and other non-combat roles already. The USAF argues that instead of spending money on improving these jets to the newest level, the funds may be spent to modernize the F-35 and upgrade other F-22, as with the development of advanced NGAD aircraft. So basically, the goal is to cannibalize these 33 F-22s, none of which are combat-coded, to help boost a tiny but more competent fleet of the remaining F-22 fleet. This should maintain the F-22 fully relevant until the NGAD can be supplied.